Welcome back to the Chamley channel. We talk about sports, obviously. I'm Clint Chamley. We got Tristan and Bran here today. And I have this here script. It's super old because I'm just now recording this. So we're just going to talk about what we want. Anyway, NFL, schedule, playoff picture. The Ravens are current 1 seed. In the AFC, NFC is the Cardinals?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Cardinals will also be getting Kyler Murray back soon, so it's looking very good for them.
Yeah, they've been doing great.
They've
with
done
them
good
out
under Colt McCoy.
Yeah, I can't believe Colt McCoy's been. I keep picking against them, but they just keep winning.
Makes no sense. Packers 2 seed. Packers have a win over the Cardinals. Packers are also very good. They're good every year.
As long as they have Rodgers,
Wow, the football team's in there. Can't believe that.
Buccaneers at 3. That's another obvious choice coming off the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, he's going to lead the team to be good. Cowboys at 4. They're going to probably stay at 4 because the NFC East is horrible.
Football team's coming close, though. Big win versus Seattle.
No way.
Keep that winning streak going.
Yeah, they are on fire, but Cowboys aren't going to give up that spot. 5 is Rams. They basically kind of got that unlocked, too. They have OBJ and Von Miller now.
3-game losing streak, though. They got to get that back together.
Yeah, Stafford's been bad.
They've been going through a tough time, but they kind of got that spot. It's not really too competitive
I still believe in the Rams.
Yeah.
I think they could get back in the top 4.
Not competitive
Possible.
in the NFC. 49ers at 6. They've been playing actually really well. Deebo Samuel's basically been their running back.
He's out 1 to 2 weeks. That was reported yesterday. That'll be a big hit for him, a big blow.
It's only 1 to 2 weeks, though. So it'll be fine for the 49ers football team. Don't know how they're in there. The NFC East is horrible. They have a losing record in the playoffs. That shows how uncompetitive the NFC is this year.
Yeah, looking at that surprised me. The football team got in with that win. I didn't see them anywhere in the playoff picture, but I guess they're in.
They've had a couple of big upsets, and Taylor Heineke's been playing great. Been playing like a true QB number 1. Vikings and Atlanta and New Orleans are right on the brink. I think Minnesota will overtake Washington.
I think Minnesota will get in there. There's a chance New Orleans that they figured out just because of their defense. They started off, they've beat some good teams, but they've been terrible on offense lately. But there's still a chance I think they could get in. But I think it's going to be Minnesota getting that 7 seed.
I see Minnesota coming in because they've been playing great. Kirk's been playing great. Dalvin Cook, whenever he is not injured, is great. Justin Jefferson is a top 10 wide receiver in the league. And New Orleans doesn't have James Winston for the year. So I see Minnesota overtaking Washington with the 7 seed soon.
Yeah, the top 5 in the NFC are really good. And then outside of that, it kind of falls off. But
Minnesota's got an easy opponent with Detroit next week, and then Washington has a big test in Las Vegas, which is a must-win for them.
If we're going to take a look at the AFC, Ravens are first, even after playing well. Lamar throws 4 picks, and they still win. That shows how bad the Browns are. But
yeah, I can't believe the Ravens are 1. That kind of surprised me. And the Patriots, too. That's also a shocker there.
I don't see the Ravens or Patriots holding up the 1 and 2 seed. The Patriots have been playing outstanding, though. Bill Belichick has been amazing as always. Mac Jones is playing great.
I still believe in the Bills. I think they can take the Patriots, and I think they could get that 1 or 2 seed. I believe in the Bills and Chiefs still. I think they could still go up there.
The Bills were highly rated coming into the season. Actually, as Super Bowl favorites. No.
Yeah.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah, them and the Chiefs for the AFC, that was the favorite problem.
And they have not been playing like they should be against some of these teams. So
big game Monday night, Patriots at Bills.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Football.
Because
winner takes division.
Yeah, they play them and then the Patriots on bye, and then they play the Bills again. So it'll be 2 quick games against the Bills, and that will decide it. Those 2 games.
Titans at 3. Titans won't stay at 3 unless Derrick Henry comes back.
Their offense is just too bad at this point. Without Julio, A.J. Brown, or Derrick Henry, it's just kind of bad. I mean, their defense has looked solid this year. It's been better than people thought. But
their defense has been really good. But Ryan Tannehill without any weepons.
It's possible the Colts could overtake the Titans because the Colts have been playing really good. Yeah. So there's a chance they beat the Titans for the division.
Did they split the division? their games, or the Titans win both of them?
I'm not sure.
I think that'll be big down the road.
Yeah.
You got Chiefs at 4. I see them keeping 4. It's a competitive division with the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, but all of those teams have been struggling recently. So,
No, I think they could get up to 1 or 2. They don't have that bad of a schedule. They basically play their opponents in the division. They play like the Raiders and Broncos and Chargers again.
Still got Broncos twice.
And the Titans also have a soft schedule. They play like the Jags and Jets and stuff.
If the Chiefs
somehow.
can take both games against the Broncos, I see them winning this division very easily. At 5, you have the Bengals. They were the 1 seed for the longest time and fell off.
They've been a surprise this year.
They really have been. I think they're for real, too.
I mean, their offense coming in, we thought it'd be terrible. It's actually been pretty good.
Yeah, their offensive line is a
yeah.
lot better than we thought. Joe
And
Mixon's
their
still
defense is a lot better than we thought as well.
It's true.
Just they've become more of a complete team
With,
than we thought they would.
Jesse Bates on the defense and Joe, the 2 Joes, Mixon and Burrow, and Jamar Chase, the rookie's been showing out. I see him staying in the playoff.
Yeah, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are just hitting off like they did LSU.
LSU connection. You got Bills at 6. We've already kind of talked about them.
Yeah,
They've a good team with struggles.
They've actually been very good on defense, but their offense somehow has struggled. We didn't really see that coming, but they've struggled on offense the last 4 or 5
they
games, and
couldn't
that's why
even-
they've been losing.
Couldn't score a touchdown on the Jaguars.
I mean, if Josh Allen figures it out, they're going to be a 1 or 2 seed, I believe.
Chargers at 7. That's not too surprising. The Chargers have been very good. It's just they're in such a competitive division because you have Vegas and Denver with the same record, and they're just knocking on the door of the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
I feel like the Chargers underperform. They kind of show out one game, like Herbert kind of carries them one game, and then the other game they're bad. Their defense, their pass defense and run defense hasn't been as good as I thought it would be, but if it gets better, they could make a run.
Yeah, their
They-
defense is holding them back. I feel
Yeah.
like just offense has to.
they have the talent on defense too with Derwin James, Joey Bosa.
They have all the guys. They've just been underperforming for some reason.
Yeah, they definitely have to take some division games because the next 2 teams up are Vegas and Denver, and they're in the same division. And then you have Colts just behind them. I think they can make a run if Bills continue, or not Bills, Titans continue their struggle, and they have an easier opponent with Houston coming up, so they can make a run.
Yeah, I don't really see Vegas or Denver, or Pittsburgh, or even the Browns at this point. I don't see the Browns at this point.
I don't
getting
see
in.
the
They
Browns
just,
getting in.
They just
They've-
been bad. But the only team I can see getting in is Indy, and I think it's pretty much going to be the same. Besides that, I think most of these teams are going to get in. It'll just be
I
between
think
the Titans
right
and
now
Colts.
the 7 spot is the only open spot, and
Yeah.
if Indy wins their division, then I think it's going to go to Tennessee, and if they don't, then the 7 spot I think will either be Indianapolis or Vegas or Chargers. I don't.
Yeah, it'll be close. It's really tight. 1 through 7 or 1 through 6 right here. It's all between 1 and 1.5 games.
Yeah,
So it's really close. Anything could happen here.
and I really do think a lot of the 1 through 6 are just locked down. Pittsburgh and Cleveland are down there. Pittsburgh struggle. Their defense is good at times, but Big Ben
Yeah, it
has
hasn't-
played awful at times.
It hasn't been as good lately, their defense.
No.
It wasn't good as it was last year.
And then you have Cleveland, who's just been god awful on
And,
both
I mean,
sides.
I'm very surprised by Cleveland this year. I came in thinking they could make a run with the Bills as Super Bowl contenders, but
Their
I don't
offense.
know.
Baker Mayfield's been playing with
he's
7
been,
different
he has
injuries.
7
respect
different
that.
injuries. He has
I respect that.
a
though.
shoulder and everything else going on with him.
Miami, they are on a win streak though.
Miami's
Is
playing
there
well,
any chance
but-
they get up?
No.
And Miami's playing well, but at 5-7 in a very close playoff run, they're not going to get in.
No.
I just can't see it happening especially when they're not outstanding in their division and they're in a very competitive division. There's just not really. There's not a way I see them coming in.
So do you guys think is going to make a deep run in the playoffs on both sides of the?
If Kansas City plays like they have been, they will make a run. If Baltimore can get back to how they have been playing, they can make a run. New England can make a run if they play like they have been. Buffalo, obviously, and Cincinnati, honestly, could too. There's a lot of teams that could go pretty far in these playoffs.
Yeah, I think the three in the AFC, in my opinion, are going to be Kansas City, Buffalo, and Baltimore that are going to make a run. The other teams I just don't think are good enough. But
I think New England would make a run if Mac Jones had more experience.
Yeah,
because
I don't think this is the year. I mean,
Yeah.
he's had a great year, but I just don't. I think they're a year or two away.
I don't think you can ever go super far in the playoffs with a rookie QB, no matter how good you are. It's just the pressure is going to get to him eventually, even if he plays extremely well.
No rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl. 6 quarterbacks have won a playoff game as a rookie. I feel like Patriots, what they've been saying, it's back to that 2001 formula with a great defense in a rookie quarterback or undeveloped quarterback where the defense must carry them to go far.
Yeah, and they're just letting Mac. They're setting up in a great position. They're just letting him take those easy passes so he can have high completion percentage and short passes,
Yeah.
and it's kind of helping the team overall.
New England has a bright future, but I don't know how far they'll go in this playoff. So I have to agree. I think it's between Baltimore, Kansas City, and Buffalo, and I'd say Cincinnati would be the dark horse. It's not extremely likely, but
Indianapolis could also be a dark horse
as well. They could just run the ball down defense's throats.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the NFC?
I think Arizona, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and the Rams.
There's a lot of teams that have shots to make deep runs,
Especially in those first 5. Who've been so good. The Rams have so much talent. They just haven't been playing well. Arizona's obviously amazing when they have Kyler, and they win without him. Green Bay is Green Bay every year, and Tampa Bay, Tom Brady. Yeah, I mean, you can't count out Tom.
Yeah, any of those top 5 can make it. Outside of that, I just don't think there's a chance. But I think Tampa Bay. I still like the Rams. I don't think Dallas hasn't been good as lately, so I don't know if they still have a shot. So I think it's between Tampa Bay, Rams, Green Bay, and Arizona.
I think New Orleans probably can make a run. Taysom Hill started to take first-team reps.
I don't see New Orleans even making the playoffs.
They might not even make it in.
I think with Taysom Hill at quarterback, I think they
Taysom Hill is a great hybrid quarterback. He's not a great starting quarterback.
He got a lot of money, didn't he? Didn't he get an extension?
He got lots of money.
I don't know how he got.
Quarterback,
he gets paid based on what position he plays the most.
Quarterback for the next 4 years, he's getting paid way more than if he stays that hybrid type.
I think that's going to conclude the episode.